afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to go through how to back up your hard drive that's got your operating system on it. We're going to do this specifically for me because I'm going to install Windows 10. So I'm creating an image of my hard drive in case of disaster so that I can then re-image my hard drive back to Windows 7 as it is right this minute. Some of the reasons why you might want to do this is if you've got a fresh installation and if you take a backup of the fresh installation, then later on down the line, if anything goes wrong or you want to reinstall your operating system back to so it's nice and clean, rather than going through the process of doing the installation of Windows, then putting all the drivers on, then updating Windows, then adding all your applications, you can just create your image and then go back to your image just as if you was buying a computer from the shop. When you buy a computer from the shop, it comes already with your operating system on it, and then you've got a combination of keys. If you want to go back to a fresh installation, out of the box installation, there's a combination of keys you can press and it will bring it back to the state it was when you first bought the computer. We're going to use Acronis 2013 to do this backup, and actually Acronis 2013 also has an option where you can create a small partition on your hard drive and put the image of what you're going to back up into that protected partition, and then you can then use a combination of keys, I think it's F11, and you can re-image your hard drive fresh from that backup image. Which is again similar to what you get if you buy a computer from the store already pre-installed with all the software. So my current system is a Windows 7 professional operating system, Service Pack 1. It's an AMD FX 8350 8-core processor, currently running at 4 gigahertz, which is unclocked. It's got 16 gigabytes of DDR3 dual channel memory, and obviously it's a 64-bit operating system. My graphics card is a GeForce GTX 750 Ti with 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, and my motherboard, as you can see there, is a MSI 970 gaming motherboard. The model number is MS7693. A couple of things I would suggest you do before you start the image, the backup, is to check to make sure that your Windows system is up to date, and it is as of today at 14.05. And also make sure that any updates that you want to put on for your software are up to date as well, as far as you can. A couple of other things that personally I do, and this is a personal thing for me. I use a program called CCleaner. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. It's a free piece of software that you can get online. I'll leave the link below if you want to get hold of that. But this basically cleans up your hard drive of any leftover files, so temporary internet files. It cleans up your history from Internet Explorer. The other thing I like it for is it cleans your registry. So over time, when you install programs, applications, delete those applications, remove those applications, uninstall those applications, put more applications on, what happens is your registry becomes bloated. It leaves behind, even though you're doing an installation and an uninstall, it still leaves some of the registry keys behind. So this program, what it does is it basically looks through your registry and removes any missing links from your registry, and then it makes the registry file a lot smaller, and it keeps your system running nice and smooth and fast. Okay, so all we need to do now is click on Start and then Restart. The system will restart. Now I have to go and move my phone over to my other monitor. I'm just going to do that. I think about there should be fine. Now it does take a few minutes for Acronis loader to start, what happens is it's running from a CD, so it copies everything from the CD into temporary memory. Otherwise it's taking time, it's having to use the CD to read from the CD all the time. So it copies it into memory and it saves on time, and it makes it a lot faster. So we just give that a few minutes to start up, and I'll come back in a second. So here we are in the Acronis menu. We want True Image. I do have disk directory 11, but we're going to use True Image because that's what this video is all about. So we click on True Image. It's True Image 2013. Now there is an upgrade to True Image 2013, which is, I think it's 2016, but I may upgrade to that one if this one causes me a problem after I've upgraded to Windows 10. But for the moment, we're going to just use what we have. So here we are in the welcome page or the home page of True Image 2013. Now there are a lot of things that you can do inside here, but I want to try and keep it as short as possible. So we're just going to go straight in and concentrate on this one here, which is backup. Now you've got two options: backup files and folders, or backup my disks. I want to back up my disk because I want the whole disk. So you just click on that one. Here are the hard drives that I have: a 500 gigabyte hard drive, 1 terabyte hard drive, and a 120 gigabyte SSD, which is where my Windows operating system resides. Now at the moment it's saying it's only going to back up the Windows 7 Professional. I want it to also back up the system reserved portion as well, so that when I do if I need to go back to this, it will put everything back onto the hard drive, and it makes it for less messing about when you do the reinstallation. So if we click on this little box here, which is blue, put a tick in it, that means that the whole of that hard drive will now be backed up. So click next. Now we need to create a backup location, or find our backup location. So click on browse, and we're going to use backup disk 2. I've got two hard drives, or two backup drives. We're going to use backup 2. So in here, click in here, the little cursor comes up, should do, and we're going to just type current W7, and that's it. It will add the tib extension on the end of it, and it adds a few more parts to the end of what I've just written, but that's fine. We'll know it's current Windows 7 installation. Click OK. Target backup, that's fine. Click next, and then it gives you a summary of what it's going to do. Now that's the reserved portion. That's the Windows 7 Professional installation. And it's saving it to a one partition structure, or it's saving it to a partition structure, but it will be one file. Even though those two partitions it's going to back up those two partitions, it's still going to be only one file. Click on proceed, and then that's it. It will do its backup, and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so here we are, backup operation succeeded. All we need to do now is click OK, and that's it, done, job done. Click on this little X up here and it will shut the program down and restart the computer. Remember to take the CD out, otherwise it will go through the whole process of installing the Acronis again, and we don't want that. We want to go straight back into Windows now. So click finish or X, computer will restart. I have to move my phone again over to the other computer in a second as it switches off and goes over to the other one. I'll explain on another video if you want to about why I've got two monitors and the reason why it switches over like that. but I'm not going to do that in this one. Okay, so here we are back inside Windows. I just want to quickly show you the file. Okay, so back up disk 2. Okay, so there you go. So it's created current W7 file, and it's just under 20 gigabytes in size. Remember, my hard drive was 120 gigabyte hard drive, but it's only got about 38 or 39 gigabytes of data. So this program, Acronis, all it does is it backs up the data, not necessarily the free space on the hard drive. And that's why you get it down so low. And it also compresses the data as well. So even though I've got just over 30, I think it's 38 gigabytes of space, it reduces it down to about a third of the size of the data that's on the hard drive. Okay everyone, that's done. All I need to do now is do the Windows 10 installation, and I'll create a video of doing that as well. Put that up onto YouTube. Hope this was helpful for you. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe, make a comment. I will see you in the next video. My name's Brian. This is TechVids UK.